So I placed an order for my Tesla joggers. I also got a mini roadster. So I think it's a die cast, like 1:16 ratio roadster.
Yeah. Just like a little thing.
So you got the joggers, you got the toy car. You're basically like the definition of a
Tesla bro.
A Tesla bro now.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of our carcast.
Hey, welcome back. Today we are welcomed with two of our good friends, Nayef and Dima.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
And we just left Monterey. We're on our way to Big Sur.
Yeah.
Going over the famous bridge right now.
It's the Bixby Bridge. It's quite beautiful. Nayef, Dima, what do you guys think so far?
It's awesome. I will say, definitely the nature outside is nicer than the bridge itself.
Yeah.
There's
The
some
bridge
caves
is
down
interesting.
there. I would love to see what is down there, but I don't think we can climb down.
Yeah. Imagine kayaking through those caves.
Yeah.
That would be
honestly.
cool.
That actually sounds really cool.
It's so beautiful. Driving down the Pacific Coast Highway, the PCH, for those of you guys have heard, it's a very famous drive along the coast, all along Southern California. It's just pure views. It's honestly
views.
blissful.
Monterey all the way down to Santa Barbara.
We're in the
pretty
middle of a
solid.
road trip coming down from the Redwood National Park all the way to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
We've done like almost 1,500 miles now, going up and down now, and Kiji, our Tesla, has been treating us quite well.
Yeah.
Quite well, even with two extra passengers. What do you guys think so far? Has it been a pretty good, comfortable ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it, and I honestly, I can't say there's a more comfortable ride than a Tesla.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel to be in a Tesla after no longer having yours?
It's a little bittersweet.
Wow.
It makes me remember how nice it was to have one.
Yeah, tell us more now. I'm
Yeah.
curious to hear. Like, so Nayef had a Tesla. He actually put us on getting a Tesla, kind of.
Yeah.
And now,
Well, I referred you guys.
yeah, he
Kinda.
sent a referral.
He
But-
kinda.
And then, just recently, Nayef sold his Tesla. Why'd you do that, Nayef?
Actually, Dima here sent me an article early on. When was it? Maybe in the beginning of the fall?
September?
Yeah. Saying that used Teslas with around I think at the time it was like 5,000 miles, are selling for above asking price, above like MSRP, original price.
Crazy.
And at the time, I was barely using I still am barely driving. So I was like, what would my car sell for? For reference, it had around 16 or 17,000 miles. So I got on the apps, Carvana, Vroom,
All the
CarMax. Yeah. And I requested a few quotes. I think Carvana offered me like $45,000. And for reference, the car was $52,000.
Okay.
Pretty big surprise, because typically cars depreciate north of 30% within the first year, maybe off the lot sometimes.
And you've had yours almost 2 years at this point.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
I bought mine
Wow.
in January 2020. So that got me very curious. I put it up on Facebook Marketplace. I had north of 15 offers, but everyone tried haggling, and I guess if you're selling to a private party that you don't know or don't trust, you're going to try to bring the price down. Pretty understandable.
Wow.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I got the best offer from CarMax, and I lost-
CarMax?
less than 5% on the car in 2 years. Pretty good steal.
Yeah, used car prices these days are skyrocketing. It's
Yeah,
insane.
I wonder why. Like, what is causing that?
Well, there's inflation going on. I mean, prices for everything are going up, but used cars in particular are one of the items that are just like over-indexing for how much inflation has been causing. Well, do you guys know anything about the supply shortage?
Yeah, I think actually the semiconductor shortage is causing huge delays in the car manufacturing business. And so the fact that there aren't semiconductors is, one, causing delays, and two, I think it's actually changing a lot of the ways Tesla uses those semiconductors. I don't know if you've heard, Barry, about Tesla Vision,
No, I haven't. What's
but
that?
your car has sensors. It uses a lot of the sensors for autopilot and for navigating around. Starting, I think, a few months back, they started producing Teslas that do not use those sensors, and they use pure vision, so just the cameras to use autopilot.
Oh,
A lot of people are skeptical, but it's...
Interesting.
I see.
What about like objects, like the 3D aspect of people and objects in front of you? Can the camera still handle that?
I think they're trying, and it sounds like from the few threads I keep up with, there's really good progress being made software release by software release. But in the beginning, I think even rain was causing autopilot to slow down.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, we've been using autopilot quite a bit during this road
It's
trip.
only been scary a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it on right now. Look at this. Right now we're hands-free, totally safe as long as you're, as a driver, kind of attended to the road. But
You gotta be
it does the
aware.
job. As long as you're driving, like, especially at slow speeds, it handles
Yes.
curves really well.
Yeah, and most of the time it will actually start slowing down at a curve, even if there's no traffic in front of you. So it naturally does that, which is helpful.
Yeah, but back to kind of the selling the Tesla, I think you really caught it at a great time, because I know a lot of people who ordered Teslas in like April, May, still didn't get their deliveries to this day, and it's November.
Wow.
So I'm sure that's like causing a lot of the
Huge
reason why
delay.
like the used cars are really spiking up in price.
Yeah, and even I think Tesla, because of the level of demand right now, they're hiking up their new car prices significantly. I think the Model Y has gone up more than 12% this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So what would it take for you? I mean, it's been how long? A month or two? So you don't have a Tesla anymore?
Yeah, it's been a month and a half.
Wow.
Okay. What would it take for you to like, when do you plan on getting into the actually, I guess the first question is, do you plan on getting a Tesla again?
So, yeah, I guess my update is that I actually pre-ordered a Cybertruck.
Actually.
yeah.
No way.
But all that means is I put $100 down, fully refundable. It's not a
Right.
commitment. But I think it would be cool to get my hands on one if I take it on a test drive when it's in production and actually enjoy it and like it. Otherwise, if it's
When are
not,
those ready? Like for actual buying?
Elon Musk said 2022, I think.
Elon Musk has a track history of making some
He
promises.
says
Like,
a lot of things.
for example, the Roadster, what's got Tesla really popular in the very beginning, many years ago, was the Tesla Roadster, which is super fancy, fast sports car.
Yeah.
And every year, it's like, oh, this is the year the Roadster is going to come out and people can buy them. To this day, you still can't get a Roadster.
Yeah.
So
Unless it's specially made for you.
yeah, like custom, I guess, but like regular Joe Schmoes can't just order. You can still just pre-order it. So hopefully the Cybertruck is not like that.
Could be waiting a long time.
Yeah.
Nayef will get it in 5 years, guys.
I'm curious to hear from the female perspective, Nayef and Dima and Sanat. What do you guys think of the Cybertruck? Does it look
Hideous.
cool?
I don't like how sharp
Yes.
and like there's so many angles on it. It looks like a
And
polygon just like stacked on another one. Stacked on so many edges. I like how smooth like the rest of the Teslas are.
Yes.
I think that gives them like a very nice modern look that I appreciate.
Yeah, I agree with Dima. I think it's such an ugly car. I'm sorry, Nayef. I'm gonna roast you if you actually get it. It's just so. Ugh.
It does come across to me as a pretty male-centric car.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it is.
That's the audience, I guess.
Like,
Look, I mean, it's not aesthetic. I will completely agree. It's not a pretty car.
But it
Then
will
why-
turn heads. It will turn heads.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But the understanding that it's supposed to be like futuristic, I don't get that. It doesn't look futuristic to me.
Yeah, I guess it's a hybrid between futuristic and bare metal.
Yeah. Like
That's so interesting to me. Like, to me, it's like the definition of futuristic. Like, I look at that car.
it
I'm
almost
like,
looks
I've-
retro to
like,
me.
I've never seen anything like that before.
I feel like it just came out of the 70s real quick.
I agree. And I feel like they're trying to make it look like some military vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
I see that, yeah.
I don't know if I would consider that futuristic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
personally.
Have you guys seen the Rivian, the new Rivian car as well? It's like,
Yeah.
It's also a truck from an up and coming company. I think I showed it to you.
Yeah.
It's backed by Amazon and
Yeah,
Ford.
it's actually a pretty nice car.
I thought that looked a lot uglier and retro. I don't know.
It does look very retro. The Rivian, I think I heard it's literally a hybrid between what the future holds and what the 70s had. It looks like
I like that.
what was that car in the movie Cars? The pickup truck,
Oh.
the rusty pickup truck.
The talking red, rusty.
Mater.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It looks like a newer version of that, like a
see that.
2021 version of that.
Yeah. Not rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could totally see that. That's
I don't know, I think something's combining retro with future is pretty nice. But I think that the Tesla Cybertruck is just retro in a bad way.
Yeah, I mean, the interior looks nice, but at the end of the day, I think
That's true.
if Tesla's record has anything to say, it's that they will change things between their presentation and the actual
That is
final
true.
product. And so my $100, my pre-order is just to get in line. Once it's
were
actually
you-
in the showroom, I'll go check it out and decide if I want it or not.
Do you know where you are in line?
I have no clue. I think it's past 1 million though.
Oh
Whoa,
my
over 1 million
god.
orders.
I
Wow.
know they received 250,000 orders upon getting it debuted.
Wow.
Whoa.
Tesla's really growing its fan base now. It's like
It's
compared to
actually
2 years,
crazy.
just more and more people are adopting.
Yeah.
it.
Like now the referral program, which would grant you 1,000 supercharger miles for both parties, now that's gone. Because they're like, we don't need to build loyalty
Yeah,
and more
very
fans
independent.
and customers. Like
Yeah.
they already have the customer base and the prospects.
Do you guys think that as the customer base is growing, the hater fan base is also growing, or are the haters dwindling down? What do you guys think?
Ooh, as it becomes more
That's a good
accepted.
question.
I think they're dwindling now.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah.
less to criticize. Like, I think a lot of like old timers are like, how are you gonna have like a non-gas car? Like,
Yep.
how are you gonna charge it? Like all that stuff. But I feel like Tesla has a really good charging infrastructure now.
Yes.
So I think
Yeah.
there's like less and less valid reasons that you can hate on them.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a
That's
very
true.
good point. I mean, they're doing a good job of addressing all the concerns. Dima, so you're the only one in this car who has not owned a Tesla, at least partially.
It's true.
If I can present, you do drive a GLC 300 Mercedes. Would you consider going towards the Tesla route if the next time you have to get a new car?
I think my next car will likely be an EV, or if not like a hybrid at least.
I see, yeah.
But at the time that I bought my car, which was 2019, I was still at university, and there weren't a lot of chargers. So I don't think there was like a place at my apartment that I could have charged my car. I don't know if there were even charges on campus. So I don't
Yeah.
think an EV was like practical at the
Makes
time.
sense.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
I would love to know like how much that has changed now, because I have heard that like apartment buildings out in North Carolina
Yeah.
now do have a lot more EV chargers.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. Even like my small town upstate New York now has superchargers. Like they're
It's
they're
everywhere.
everywhere. Like it's expanding.
I will say it's very interesting. That's a good point. Like Dima was in North Carolina when she got her car. I was in Philly at that time, and I don't remember seeing more than a Tesla every now and then.
True.
A single car. So when I ordered mine, and it was before I moved out to Seattle, Washington, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna have a pretty unique car. I go to Washington, and
Everyone
every
has-
other car on the road is a Tesla. So it varies so much
Yeah.
geographically between
Facts.
even one state to another. The popularity of Tesla.
Especially like the Northeast, because like a lot of people are hating on the car in terms of its performance in the cold, because it's known that like the battery performance
Right.
is not as great,
Right.
and like the door handles get stuck. So like in the Northeast, there weren't that many Teslas, but now it's growing. But the
Definitely.
West Coast was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'll take that.
Have you seen those videos where people in like snowy places open their Tesla trunk and the snow just falls straight off of their trunk, like
Oh, man.
inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Tesla definitely has some quality control issues.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it, and I think it is innovating and it's pushing the car market, all of it, really, EVs and non-EVs, it's pushing them towards innovation. But at the same time, because of the high demand they have and the rapid pace of production that they need to maintain, their quality control is just trash sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
You had a couple times where you had problems and you took your car into service with Tesla.
Yeah. Actually, so when I picked up my car, it had
Wow.
the most subtle. I guess it was a hybrid between a squeak and a rattle.
Oh.
It wasn't a strong rattle, but it also wasn't a squeak. It was when you go over these small bumps on the road, you hear something, and it's got to be a quiet nighttime kind of thing. But seeing as it was my first car and I had put a lot of money towards it, I really didn't want to have to deal with that for the rest of my, I guess, 2 years.
Yeah.
So I took it to the service center. They didn't find any issues. Lo and behold, I heard the same issues again. So I scheduled another appointment. And with Tesla, you have to do an appointment like 2 weeks in advance in some
Oh,
places.
wow.
Oh.
I wonder what that's like now.
Yeah, I don't know how it's kind of shaped up.
Yeah.
But on the third visit, I had someone come out with me, see how it performs, and
Oh.
really note where the sound is coming from.
You showed them the receipts.
Yep. And they took it on an overnight drive to they took it home with them essentially to verify that the sound was gone. And I was happy. And they credited me $500, which
Wow.
you know, I'm very happy about.
That's
I had
good
to spend it
customer
the day
service.
before I sold my car.
So what was the issue?
The issue was there was not enough insulation in some sheet metal that's under the dash of the driver.
Oh,
Well,
interesting.
I think that's interesting. So you got $500 credit, not just cash reimbursement, but
Yeah.
what can that credit be used for?
Actually, I'm wearing sweatpants right now, joggers that I bought from Tesla. So my offer from CarMax was expiring. They give you a 7-day offer, and I realized, hold up, I have like $400 out of the $500 left in my Tesla account, and the second you sell the car, you lose all that because you lose your Tesla account. You just
True.
erase it. So I placed an order for my Tesla joggers. I also got a mini roadster. So I think it's a die cast, like 1:16 ratio roadster.
Yeah.
It's just like a little thing.
So you got the joggers, you got the toy car. You're basically like the definition of a
Tesla bro.
A Tesla bro now. Are you embracing
bro.
it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't say I love Tesla that much to be a
You're
Tesla
wearing the
bro.
joggers.
yeah.
They were free
True
joggers.
fandom.
I'd definitely rather use the money on something for me than to give it back to Tesla. I'll say that.
That's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
So how much would you have? What was your basically net loss after selling the car for the Tesla?
5%. So that was, I think it's $3,000.
So $3,000 for 2 years. So basically, you spent less than $100 a month to have your Tesla for 2 years.
Wow.
That's actually
It's basically
pretty savage right there.
Yeah. And right now it's coming in at a time where I'm really not driving. I work from home for reference. And I'm about to travel back home for a good month. So it just made sense. The timing was perfect. Registration in Washington for an EV is around $1,000.
Oh, really?
So expensive.
And my
That's
registration's coming up
surprising.
in a couple months, so I was pretty glad.
Wow, that is very good timing.
Okay, well, that was a nice little conversation about the good old Tesla Classic. I know we have a lot of Tesla viewers out there from the channel. We're heading to our hike now, and we're coming to the trailhead.
Oh, yeah.
Any last thoughts about this CarCast?
I will say, I think one of the things that I will miss the most, and I guess to your viewers, one of the biggest advantages of Tesla is the autopilot. I haven't seen you actively drive on this road trip since we've hopped on, except for like one curvy road.
Yeah.
And then like the city.
Yeah, so I think you
game
guys
changer.
definitely made a great decision, and I'm excited to now have an access to another Tesla Model 3.
I was like, if you guys want, I can drive. And I'm not
yeah.
sure if he was offering to be nice or just because he really wanted to drive.
I really wanted to drive.
Yeah. He's like, please.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
All right, well, thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed our discussion about Teslas. Typical. This is all we talk about.
All right. Peace and love as always, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you guys.